So, how did this happen? So I've never really done this before, but figuring that for whatever reason Australia just randomly got the Wave 2 Voyagers of Age of the Primes, I thought I'd give this a look. So this is Sky-Byte. He is a shark. He's very cool. He's very posable for a beast mode. Most of them are very bricky, but this one has very dedicated tail, can move. You can kind of swivel it if you want. That's more for robot mode. There's also the head, has this dedicated joint, and the opening jaw as well, which is very nice. Wish these were on ball joints. Oh, this cut on my finger. Wish these were on ball joints, just so that you could get more like angles. If you want to sit them down, you can kind of have them angled like this so that you can pop them up. Because otherwise he's kind of just... These little pieces here, sometimes if you're not careful, they will literally just like kind of pop out like that. But you can literally just do that and it's fine. But he's very sturdy. He's very solid and sturdy. I kind of want to hold him, just like... I want to wield him like a Fortnite pickaxe. He's very, very nice to hold. In the jaw, you see this little yellow piece, or this gold piece. You can kind of pop that out. This is really good weapon storage. There's his little weapon in robot mode, and you can plug that in here as well. And it kind of has these little shark mouth torpedo things. I haven't seen the original RID 2001 or car robots, as I'm sure some weebs in the comments will like to correct me. So I don't know if this is actually a thing in the show, but it's very cool. So for the size comparisons in beast mode, here he is with Scourge and Sideburn. I would be putting Omega Prime here, but I do not have him, and I am scared of him. Here he is with the Blocky, and here he is with my sweet, sweet boy. Mwah. I was gonna put him next to a ruler to get exact dimensions, but I don't think I have a ruler somehow, so never mind. Transformation is quite intuitive. First thing is I'm just gonna put this back. So I'm just gonna put this back in here. You don't have to do this. I just like keeping it stored in there. You can lift the head out the way. Disconnect these pieces. There he is. These are on sliders, which I normally wouldn't like, but it's sort of fine. These aren't really load-bearing joints. Untab these, the shins, and they kind of just are on like a double hinge that connects like so. This whole joint, it can be pretty tricky to disconnect going from robot to beast mode, just to like figure out how to pull it out quite tight. So it was hard to figure out for the first time, but it's kind of fine after you've done it a couple times when you know where to put the pressures. With the arms as well, these are tabbed in here. I really like how they managed to use the elbow joint to make a posable tail. I think that's really smart. And these are also on sliders, but again, they're not load bearing, so it's fine. That just goes that way, that just goes that way, and then they kind of just tab in to the chest. There we go. Be mindful, just make sure you're not yanking it like from the arm. Try to do it closer to the base. Just disconnect these tabs here, swing that forward, kind of just gotta push it until it clicks. And there's two little slots in here that these will peg into. They don't really click, they kind of just sit there. And then these have little grooves in the shark head that these little pieces will just fit into as well. I'll disconnect the legs, and there we go. Sky-Byte. So he is quite the sight to behold. The paint is really nice. I love the blue that they used, and the gold on the face looks really good. They did a really good job with the sculpting and the paint on this. There is a lot of articulation that is only for robot mode. You find that with a lot of figures, they kind of have to fudge posability joints into the transformation so that they can't be taken out of the budget, but they really sunk a lot of the budget into this one. There's dedicated wrist swivels, and this waist swivel does not incorporate in transformation at all. They put that in anyway, which I really appreciate. For more in-depth articulation, he has a ball joint at the head. You can look up and down a little bit, and a bit of not as much waggle as I'd want, ideally. These can angle, and they're on little swivel joints here, so they can get out of the way if you need them to. Moving the arms, These joints are really like solid and tight, which is great. But sometimes you'll find if you're trying to move it, find out especially on this arm that it will unclick. So it's just trying to apply the right pressures at the right points, and you'll get it to do what you want it to do. Doesn't go a full 90 degree on the shoulder, but these can fully rotate, and I've had this the wrong way the whole time. That's embarrassing. But yeah, full swivel on the bicep, full swivel on this claw. This one has a bit of inward bend for the transformation and a full swivel here as well. Waist swivel, full 360 if you ever need it to do that. Unimpeded on the legs, doesn't have as much forward kick. Knees can bend past a 90 degree. If you need more knee bend, you can untab this, and it looks a bit awkward, but you can maneuver that in to get some more bend for poses. About 45 degree angle in the ankle pivot, and for the transformation, these toe joints can move down, but that doesn't really do anything. You can of course take this piece out from in here and just attach it into the hand as well for an extra weapon if you want. Again, I have no idea if he does this in the show. One small complaint I have is that these shoulder pieces, I wish that maybe there was a hinge here so that you could get more angles out of this one so that they look more integrated, because they really kind of do just stick out. It's not the best. It's just because of how big they have to be for the sake of transforming. For size comparisons, here he is with a sideburn. Here he is with Scourge. This is how RADO1 looks like RAD15. No blocky. And my baby boy. So I have to say, this figure is a little bit spectacular. He's posable, he feels great, he feels solid, the transformation is fun and not overly messy. The shark mode is great. Shark mode is posable as well, which I was really shocked to see. Really feels like with a lot of the Wave 2 Voyagers in Generations lines, they usually get so much budget. G-Axis from Legacy, Cybertron Starscream from United. I can't think of one from Legacy Evolution. I was really happy to see that this figure had inexplicably shown up at EB Games for no reason. We barely have Wave 1, so it was a very good surprise to see that this guy had surfaced, and I'm very happy to have him. I think he's going to be joining a lot of figures in the Best of 2025 list. But yeah, thank you for watching this very impromptu video. I've been meaning to do reviews for a while. I haven't really had much of a drive till today, so thank you, Sky-Byte. But yeah, hopefully I can get to doing more of these in the future if you like them. And yeah, thank you for watching.